Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Last time we completed the tutorial and got shot in the head. That was pretty cool, right? Um, Before we head into town, let's head over here. This is the Poseidon Energy gas station. As you can see, there's a vending machine here with 2 Sunset Sarsaparilla. Nothing over here, but it's cool to look at. And we can't get in there yet. Might be a little foreshadowing for future events. Maybe not. Maybe we're just definitely not allowed to go in there. Something that most people don't really pick up on is Doc Mitchell's backyard. Granted, there isn't much back here, and you can't really pick his food without being considered stolen, but I just don't see many people exploring the back of Goodsprings. Like, what's over here? It's a weird thing, because it's just a wall of nothing. It's the end of the world, pretty much. So it's like, what could possibly be over here? And the answer is, it's pretty much nothing. There's nothing over here. It's pretty much the end of the world, you know? But I like to explore those little areas that you don't really think about going to. But yeah, there's a little blown up house over here. It's really weird seeing, like, this house is just completely fucking demolished, but then, like, right across from the street is, like, a completely intact schoolhouse. Am I the only one who thinks that's kind of weird? I think that's kind of weird. Alright, so, yeah, here's, this is Goodsprings. I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it goes as exciting as, you know, it's a wasteland. But yeah, you're able to explore these houses. If it's the text is in red, that means you're trespassing, which is not good. I wouldn't recommend doing that. The safe is locked. Granted, you are able to open things, but breaking locks and opening locks that are red does go against your karma. So keep that in mind. Toolbox. I will be needing those later, but not anytime soon. Much later. I will be stealing certain things if I find them to be useful, such as Stimpaks, and actually that's pretty good. I'm not a big, like, karma, you know, stickler. I don't really care too much about my karma. In the end, I'm usually the good guy anyway. But healing supplies is always a fantastic idea to stock up on. In my file right now, I have about 300 Stimpaks, and it may sound like a lot, but when you actually, like, get into some serious battles with certain enemies, it goes down significantly depending on your skill, and my skill is pretty low, so. Howdy. How you doing? That's great. This is probably your house, right? Yeah, we're allowed in though. I mean, he's open to visitors. Look at that. He's making noodles and iguana on a stick, some ramen steak. Man, what a great guy. What a guy. No health items, I see. I'm living on the edge. What is that? Mutt fruit? Lad's life? Those magazines will come in handy shortly enough. Look at that. Sunset Sarsaparilla Star bottle cap. We will be needing those. I don't need that. He's got BB guns. Or BB gun. Can't sleep in his bed. Just a normal bottle cap. Keep those bottle caps in mind, though. If you've never played this game, then keep it in mind. If you have, you don't need to keep it in mind. You already know. All right. And they're never considered stolen either, so don't worry about that. First thing you want to do when you're in Goodsprings is activate this. This is a Mojave Express. You can You will find more of these in the wasteland, and if you're struggling to carry around a lot of stuff, or you're trying to get a big, um, surplus of things to sell, these things are your friends. You can stock these up, and they will ship to any Mojave Dropbox you have already discovered, which is incredibly cool. Oh, look at that, free bottle caps. Pretty much the name of the game in this game is pretty much salvage. You gotta find stuff, and you can become a very rich person if you find stuff. We will not go in there yet. This is a reloading bench. You can make ammo. Right now, I don't usually do this. I make the only ammo I actually make is 12 and 20 gauge because they're a little bit rare to find. 12 gauges anyway, not 20 gauge. 20 gauge is pretty common, but 12 gauge is somewhat hard to come by. So you're gonna make a lot of it. So I usually break down ammo I don't use, like 9mm or I can't remember the other ammo.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Doc Mitchell said you could teach me how to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Isn't it kind of weird though? Like I know this is like tutorial city right here, but isn't it weird that I've already survived in the wasteland? You know, I was a courier, and yet I apparently forgot how to survive in the wasteland. Yet I remember what I look like and who I am. I find that kind of weird.
That Doc Mitchell sure knows his stuff, doesn't he?
I could easily take that, I'm sure. And if you're playing on PC, F5 will be your best friend. That's quick save. I'm not going to save quite yet. Yep, that's pretty much the saloon. There's really nothing else here. You can go open the other bathroom if you really want. Nothing too exciting. No health items anyway. Alright, so we'll meet up with Sunny Smiles. How's it going?
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Thankfully she gave us the most inaccurate gun in the freaking game.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and see. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critter.
We'll do it.
Follow me.
We'll actually take our... Actually, let's take our shotgun out. It's weird that her like running is like lagging, but when I stop it's like it's somewhat normal. It's probably because I'm recording, and it's probably because it's loading the area. You also notice I don't have the crosshair on, so I don't really think the crosshair is like necessary at all. It's kind of a pointless. I mean, you should be aiming down your sight in the first place. I mean, even if the sight is a freaking screw, it's as accurate as it gets. I'll pretty much just get ahead of her, might as well.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them.
Maybe we will use the pistol, get some more.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell. Come on!
Boom, right in the head. Easy enough.
Yep. See? You're getting the hang of it.
Oh yeah.
There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps.
Sure.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Sometimes I skip ahead the dialogue because it's just, you pretty much get the gist of what they're saying. You know, it's kind of just pointless to listen to it sometimes. If it's important story-wise, I won't skip it, but this is the tutorial and it's not really doing too much. Bada bing, bada boom. You can get free water from there anyway. So, keep that in mind if you're playing on hardcore. I have played this game through on hardcore just for the achievement. I think I did it on Xbox. Hence the achievement. And you can get achievements on Steam, but... Is that a guy?
Come on.
What's that guy doing? Hey. Here's VATS, by the way. Boom. Oh no, I don't wanna. Just chilling over
Now
here.
that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land.
Couldn't hurt.
Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the school. Bring those on.
Okay. I can actually take that, but I'm not gonna, because I don't need it. You can drink that. It's the water. Yeah, see, free water right there. Why don't we go over here? Couldn't hurt to explore a little bit. Well, it could, but I mean, I don't think it will. Take some bobby pins, ain't bad. Harmonica. Don't really need that, but that's okay. Well, let's skip travel back to Goodsprings. Just to, I don't know, just make it quicker, you know. She did say that they were over by the graveyard, and the graveyard happens to be over here, up this nice little path. And you do run faster if your gun is holstered, but if it's a pistol, you go the same speed. I think. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. So. Uh-oh. Oh, I just freaking dropped a lot of frames. Shotgun. I use a lot of shotguns in this game. Do not... You should seriously just use shotguns. There's like 2 weapons in this game you'll need, you know, by level 25. And that's... I'll totally be using those the entire time. Take out you. Take out you. Fucking blowfly. And to dig up these graves, you need to you have a shovel. So, see, you need a shovel, and we can get a shovel at the general store, but it's not important right now. All right, here's the brock flower. Probably should have got the xander root first. That would have been a bit smarter, because we were right there. But it's okay. It is okay. And we will get that shovel, because there's some goodies in those graves. So we actually saw the schoolhouse before. It was right down the road from Doc Mitchell's. So we'll go get that. And we will be doing a lot of walking in this game. It's a pretty walking game, you know? I mean, there's no cars, there's no, you know, horses, there's no things you can really, you know, get around faster. Fast traveling is the most common, you know, fast traveling. I do have a mod installed to... Oh, actually, I won't explain the mod quite yet, because it'll be a big spoiler, and I don't think I should mention it. So here's the schoolhouse, and Xander root actually is exactly what it sounds like, is a root. So, well, hello. What the? I hate these damn things. Dude, I can't hit it. There we go. Man. I shouldn't even have wasted my ammo on that thing. I should just whip out my machete. Ow. What the heck? Freaking jerk. Okay. Before I get killed by a freaking mantis, let's find the Xander root they're talking about. I'm pretty sure there's a freaking... get over the gate. Yeah, there's a... right here. Alright. So now we're gonna go back to the campfire. And there's Victor. We won't talk to him quite yet. Get these magazines. I don't think she's that far. Dun 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 dun. Huh, huh, huh. Okay. Jeez. Oop, bad idea. There is fall damage in this game. Don't just jump willy-nilly. Hello.
Let me see what you got. All right, now. We're gonna be making... Go on over to that campfire.
Now, these two things actually make stim packs as well. Which is silly that we're using it to make healing powder, which
Hey, that's not
lowers
bad,
our
see?
perception.
All it takes to make a Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Well, we just might happen to do that. Again, let's just fast travel. No sense in walking all the way back. Ooh. You're probably wondering why I didn't play Fallout 3 first. Fallout 3 has been played a bit too much. I feel like I've seen at least like 5 different playthroughs.
I'm done being nice.
I don't see New Vegas too much.
Go over soon. I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
Nothing, Joe Cobb. Alright, so this is Trudy.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
What was that all
Looks
about?
like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this trader, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Ooh. That was foreshadowing, wasn't it? I already knew. Don't worry.
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea.
No
It was a
way.
big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad. And they've got a lot of friends out there.
I am going to end up helping Ringo. She has a lot of information. Trying to track down the people who attacked me. Know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why is that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Well, let me look at that broken radio.
Sure, the outside looks okay, but there'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Well, that's all I really need to know for now. And she just tells us general information. And our repair is high enough so we can repair it. Yay.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
I fixed it.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the world.
See, bartering can help us get more money too.
You're welcome.
What do you have for sale? Do you have any stim packs? No stim packs? Oh, darn. Well, I think this wraps up this episode. Next episode we'll be doing some more quests. More actual quests. Like maybe helping Ringo. Maybe Paul and George and John too. Who knows? This guy doesn't know. This guy doesn't know shit. Nobody likes this guy. So sad. What a sad guy.
Way too many strangers coming into town these days. No offense.
Oh, I'm taking offense. I'm taking offense right now. You and your stupid freaking thing and your overalls and your... I'm gonna sit next to you. I'm gonna sit next to you. I'm gonna sit next to you out of spite. I'm gonna look at you. Looking at me? Well, we'll leave on this note. This guy's looking at us like we're stupid. But little does he know he's the stupid one. Goodbye.